Good morning. This is the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for this Thursday, September 3rd. Looking at our fire potential impacts, we continue with the wind impacts for both today and Friday across much of Nevada and also into western Utah. Some of the stronger winds could actually be on Friday across western Utah with gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. Humidity will be coming up a little bit, but still very strong winds for a large portion of our area. Looking at yesterday's observations, looking at lightning, we did have some lightning pop up late in the day across far eastern parts of Idaho, just some scattered lightning further south. And looking to the right on the precipitation map, we see that the lightning did have a bit of rain with it. Our Great Basin fire activity, we did have significant growth again on some of our fires up in central Idaho. However, any initial attack fires that we had from other sources further south, acreage was very small. Looking at our water vapor imagery, we see deepening low pressure across British Columbia. Another low down here associated with the tropical system. High pressure situated across Texas and Oklahoma. You can see the clouds and moisture now pouring across a good portion of our region in that southwest flow. So despite the fact that winds will be fairly strong in some areas, we are seeing an increase in overall atmospheric moisture. So starting with our significant fire potential for today, Thursday, September 3rd, you see that our driest areas are still across portions of western and central Nevada. We've moistened significantly across portions of Idaho as well as far eastern Utah and into Wyoming. Now, weather-wise for this afternoon, you can see some of our strongest wind gusts in these yellow and orange areas. These are wind gusts that'll be in excess of 30 to 35 miles per hour. On the right, you see we have some blowing dust issues across parts of northwestern Nevada. Spotty showers across our larger fire areas across the mountains of central Idaho. Now, the general weather pattern, we start with Friday. We see a deepening low pressure area across the Pacific Northwest. The green areas are mid-level atmospheric moisture. We see that deepening through here, so that means wherever you see the green, the skies are going to be partly to mostly cloudy, maybe some spotty precipitation. On the right, you see our significant fire potential, again, driest across Nevada. Otherwise, most areas moderately to fairly moist. Now on Friday, looking at the left-hand side at the winds, you see those winds spread into Utah, and due to the topography and channeling, we see some wind gusts here in these gray areas in excess of 50 miles per hour. Blowing dust, again, an issue across a good portion of Nevada. Further north, however, we see a fairly large area of at least spotty shower activity, and where you have the darker green, you could have steadier periods of rain. Now on Saturday, the core of that trough of low pressure moves across the central Idaho area and into far northern Utah. Drier air follows behind this trough across portions of Nevada. You can see that we continue having a moistening trend on our significant fire potential. As we go into Saturday, weather-wise, the wind starts slackening off a little bit. Less daytime heating to really fuel those afternoon wind gusts, but still moderately strong due to the vicinity of the trough. And if we look to the right under weather, we see across Idaho a more widespread area of steady rain across portions of the areas that currently have large fire activity, with showers reaching down all the way down into the northern half of Utah and the northern third of Nevada as well. So keep in mind. On Sunday, we see that that trough finally moves through. There's another one that's dropping down out of Washington State that may reinforce some of the cool, wet weather over our northern areas. Otherwise, a drier push of air, definitely not hot and dry, but seasonable and drier, pushing across Nevada and into Utah. However, from the recent coolness and precipitation, our fire potential stays benign in all areas. As we go into Monday, again, similar story, some coolness in the far north with moisture. Otherwise, we stay fairly quiet. And even into Tuesday, even though we have drier air, as seen on the left, pushing on in, temperatures only near normal early September levels. Nothing that brings our fire potential out of its current yellow and green stages across most of our area. Similar story again for Wednesday, although we're noticing higher pressure starting to build in. So this might be the first day we start seeing temperatures actually a little bit above normal, but still we'll need quite a few days of that to significantly change our fire potential. Precipitation forecast today through Sunday. See the heaviest up in our northern areas, central Idaho. These blue shades anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall. Much lighter amounts as you head further south, but still nonetheless, any of these showers will come with an overall cooler, more moist weather pattern. Our current ERCs, again, we're looking at fuels moderating quite a bit, and that it'll look even more moist as we go through the next couple of days. And taking a longer look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, we do see a warming trend that really centers itself across California, Pacific Northwest, and western portions of Nevada into Utah, so probably a little bit above normal temperature-wise. Precipitation stays below normal, probably fairly dry during this time period, so we'll have to see how much precipitation we get with this current system to determine how quiet or more active we could be later on in the period. This concludes our morning briefing. Have a safe day.